Hey tubers! I'm not framed correctly today, I hope that's alright. So I've been making YouTube videos now for about 4 years, and over the years that I've been doing it I've gained quite a good audience. It's not a massive audience, and admittedly people that I know personally make up most of it, but for those of you that only know me as Fonz the Clay, you're probably thinking, who actually is he? I mean, you know that I make YouTube videos and that I play instruments and I sing and I write songs and I sometimes record those songs, but apart from that you don't really know much about the person behind the camera, or in front of the camera I should have said. Kayley Hyde, also known as Owl Say Hoots, made a video all about identity, and I thought it was just a good topic for a video, so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So my birth name is Daniel Robert Walton. I was born on July 26th, 1994, which makes me 17 years old, soon to be 18. If you can't tell from the accent, I am from England. I'm not going to tell you exactly where in England because that would be invading my privacy, but you see that little dot on the map there? That's where I come from. Just that little dot. English is my nationality, although I do have French and Irish blood in me. I think those little blood cells there, the ones that are just travelling through my veins, I think they might be French. I think that one of them is eating some garlic bread, look. And that brings me neatly on to my next point, stereotypes of the country that I'm from. As I've already said, I am English, which means that I drink tea and I practice the ancient English tradition of the Morris dance, and I generally complain about everything. One of the interesting things about me is that I deviate completely from the dominant view of British teenagers. I've never taken drugs, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't even drive yet, and I'm a bit more open-minded about music and films and things. If there's a type of music that I've never heard of, I will give it a listen. I might not necessarily like it, but I'll give it a go. Most people my age don't do that. I know that there are more people out there like me, but I think British teenagers get quite a bad rap in the media. I'm a heterosexual single male. I don't really need to talk much more about my sexuality because that's it, that's as far as it goes. And I have in the past tried to identify myself with various social groups. I do consider myself to be a nerd to a certain extent, but at the same time I consider myself to be a bit of a hipster, a bit of a hippie at times. As far as religious views go, I am atheist. As far as political views go, I do consider myself to be liberal. I am in support of Coney 2012. Do not judge me, it does not make me gullible. Forgive me while I talk a little bit about Coney, I feel like I should. I have done a little bit of background research on Invisible Children, and they are not the greatest charity in the world, I get that, but I support their cause 100%. I'm not going to talk any more about Coney because I gather that you guys are already aware of it. There are people in the world that will tell you that there is no one else in the world like them. They are a 1 in a million. And I honestly believe that because to me, no two people in the world are the same, and I'm not just talking genetically. Everyone has their own opinions, their own personality, their own thoughts, and generally everyone is an individual in this world. It's so easy nowadays for everyone to try and fit themselves into one kind of collective identity, but even then, you're still your own person. There may be aspects of that collective identity that you don't necessarily agree with or don't necessarily follow, because like I said earlier, I consider myself to be a nerd, but I don't wear glasses, I don't wear braces anymore, and I have never actually sat and watched an episode of Star Trek in my life. So I'm not going to be cliche and say I am an individual, because I am an individual, but so are you. Whoever you are, there is no one else in the world like you. That's the end of my video for today. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
And that was today's edition of Fonz the Clay, the lowest budget regular show on YouTube. In fact, it's so cheap, he's even using Chameleon Circuit as his outro music. We'll see you next time, folks.